Barcelona have renewed the contract of coach Hansi Flick, as well as players Rafinha and Lamine Yamal, and are continuing their strategy in preparation for the new season. According to a report from the Spanish newspaper Sport, Barcelona have opened the door for 3 players to leave: Ansu Fati, Pablo Torre, and Pau Victor, who have featured sparingly under Flick. Ansu Fati is already in advanced talks with French club Monaco, according to previous reports, with his agent Jorge Mendes leading the negotiations. All indications suggest Fati could be loaned to Monaco with a purchase option included in the deal. As for Pablo Torre, his contract runs until June 2026. He too has not been given enough regular minutes, and Barcelona may either renew and loan him out or sell him outright. There's no other option. Regarding Pau Victor, he has a contract until 2029. There are offers for his departure, and Barcelona may prefer to loan him out. If a sale is considered, it would be a permanent sale with a low buyback clause included. Luis Diaz begins plan to move from Liverpool to Barcelona. Luis Diaz, the Liverpool star, is the top priority for Barcelona to strengthen their attack, as revealed by Mundo Deportivo on its front page last week. The Colombian winger, who is under contract with the Reds for 2 more years, is seen by Deco and Flick as a priority ahead of other forwards such as Marcus Rashford and Nico Williams. Luis Diaz at the top of Barcelona's priorities. In fact, sporting director Deco has been betting on him since last season, having already placed him at the top of his preference list, and in the current season, he is also in first place. Moreover, the positive aspect in this matter for Barcelona is that Diaz shares the same goal with the Catalan club: to unite their paths for next season. The Colombian is aware of Deco's interest and is already fighting to force his club to allow a move to Barcelona. In fact, according to Mundo Deportivo, the player has already begun to move in this direction as he has reached an agreement with Barcelona on the terms of the deal. Diaz's plan to move from Liverpool to Barcelona. The Colombian international has already started, through his agent, to shake the tree at Anfield to force an exit. From the outset, the first thing he did was block any kind of talks that might lead to a contract renewal, which, from a transfer point of view, is an advantage for Barcelona. With 2 years left on his contract, logic says it is time at Anfield to either extend his deal or sell him for a decent fee. Liverpool signed him for a fixed fee of €45 million, which could rise to €60 million with variables. The player's stance might push the club to sell him, especially given their need for funds to sign Florian Wirtz, whose value is estimated at over €100 million. In addition to halting any signs of renewing his contract to help Barcelona, his agent has already internally informed Liverpool that his player wants to leave this summer for the Catalan club. The Colombian is fighting to play at Camp Nou at Barcelona. It is clear that this is their main objective to strengthen the attacking line. And although there has been talk that the Reds are asking for €85 million for the Colombian, they hope to secure him for a much lower amount, thanks to the players and his agent's help. It is very clear at Barcelona that Luis Diaz is fighting to play at Camp Nou, and in this regard, they point out that he has a major offer from Saudi Arabia, specifically from Al Nassr, where Cristiano Ronaldo plays, which he is currently ignoring because his priority is to wear the Barcelona shirt. The reason behind all this is that he is extremely excited about the challenge of strengthening a team like Hansi Flick's side, especially knowing that he has Deco's support. After 3.5 seasons at Liverpool, joining Barcelona's project and playing alongside stars like Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Rafinha, and Lewandowski holds a special thrill for him. Lewandowski. Yamal has a chance to win the Ballon d'Or, and facing Alonso won't be easy. Polish star striker Robert Lewandowski of Barcelona spoke about their traditional rivals Real Madrid signing Spaniard Xabi Alonso to take over as the team's new coach. Real Madrid officially announced a few days ago the appointment of Alonso to coach the team in the coming period, succeeding former manager Carlo Ancelotti. Lewandowski and Xabi Alonso previously played together at Bayern Munich, so they share a strong bond, as confirmed by the Barcelona striker in an extensive interview about his friend. Lewandowski reiterates he deserved to win the Ballon d'Or in the past. Lewandowski said in an interview with the Spanish newspaper Mundo Deportivo, "I know Xabi very well. We used to train together all the time, and I knew he would one day become a great coach. He added, "For Real Madrid, he's a good coach and he can help this team. Maybe he'll need some time, but he is preparing well for the club as a coach. I think we must be ready to face them. It won't be easy, but in the end, it depends on us." He continued, "What Ancelotti did with Real Madrid is indescribable. He won the Champions League several times. But Alonso is still at the beginning of his journey as a coach. Initially, he will bring new blood and something fresh to the dressing room. I'm sure Real Madrid will also be a very dangerous team next season." He added, "Is France football in debt to me for a Ballon d'Or? Yes, but for me, it would be wonderful if a Barcelona player won the Ballon d'Or. In the end, though, I'm not completely sure what the key criteria are for this season." He went on, "Lamine Yamal? I think he has amazing talent, and mentally, I think he's already 23 or 24 years old. He has played at a very high level in the past 3 months. If you have a player like him who can do so much with the ball, the team also becomes extremely dangerous in attack." He continued, "I believe that if Lamine has the desire to work, not just for a year or two, but for 5, 6, or 7 years, he can play at a high level for many years and win many titles." On Yamal's chances of winning the Ballon d'Or this year, he said, "Of course he has a chance. But with the Ballon d'Or, other factors also matter. It depends on the criteria in place this year. Every year the criteria change. It depends on who they want and what the standards are for this season." As for his opinion on Espanyol goalkeeper Joan Garcia, who is strongly linked with joining Barcelona, he said, "If we're talking about his season, it's been good. He's a very good goalkeeper. But I think he's a keeper for a team that concedes 10 chances per game, and he can stop 8 or 9 of them. At Barcelona, you might only have 1 or 2 chances against you per match, and you must save them. This is a matter I don't want to talk about much because I don't have enough information." Lewandowski concluded his remarks by commenting on Barcelona's advantage of not participating in the Club World Cup this season. "I think this won't be good for our opponents, as they won't get enough rest or have enough time for preseason. During the season, there are times when performance dips, which is natural. And I think if we don't go through that dip, and we use that time to win matches and collect points, it could be very beneficial. We need to be ready for that moment." When does Robert Lewandowski's contract with Barcelona end? Lewandowski still has 1 more season on his contract with Barcelona, which officially ends on June 30th, 2026. Lamine Yamal pledges loyalty to Barcelona. "I will never play for Real Madrid." Spanish talent. Lamine Yamal of Barcelona strongly rejected any future move to their traditional rivals, Real Madrid, pledging full loyalty to his boyhood club. Yamal still has 6 years remaining on his contract with Barcelona, which officially runs until June 30th, 2031. Yamal played a key role in helping Barcelona win 3 titles in the 2024-2025 season: the Spanish Super Cup, the Copa del Rey, and La Liga. The team also reached the semi-finals of the Champions League but were eliminated by Inter Milan. Lamine Yamal confirms he's not thinking about the Ballon d'Or Lamine. Yamal said in an interview with Spanish radio station COPE, "I'm not thinking about the Ballon d'Or. I think just thinking about it would be bad. I'm focused on playing and winning. Imagine if I win the World Cup and the Champions League next year, then the Ballon d'Or will come. But the most important thing is to enjoy football." He added, "The Ballon d'Or should be given to the best player of the year. But people want whoever wins between Spain and France on Thursday to win the Ballon d'Or. Imagine if something bad happens to me or Dembélé on Thursday. I'll vote for the best player of the year, but I won't tell you who. I'll keep that to myself." Regarding the possibility of ever joining rivals Real Madrid, Yamal said, "No, that's absolutely impossible." He added, "I get negative comments from my friends because they know I'm sensitive to them, so they send them to me before matches. I mean, if someone criticizes me, they say, 'Look what this guy said.'" Yamal concluded his remarks by saying, "Before the France match at the Euros, I was sleeping. Suddenly, I woke up to a call from my friend who said, 'Remember what Rabiot said about you?' I told him, 'Yeah, don't worry, I remember.' The match started, and I didn't score, so I looked up at the stands and saw him pointing at me as if to say, 'Remember what he said.' Then I got really fired up and started running non-stop. That's how I get motivated. Under specific conditions, Barcelona opens the door for 3 players to leave. Barcelona are clearly laying out their plans for the new season, which include renewing contracts for key squad members, negotiating